Oh my god.
Challenge him to a duel.
No. That way he's got no air. Oh!
Whoa! That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It is me, Sean TankTop. I'm over here at Casa de TankTop. I'm hanging out with my very good friends, Dustin and Morgan Drace, over there at the dojo. Drace, how you doing over there, Draces?
Ready to see some guns.
You're gonna show us some guns,
they better
maybe.
They better show us so we can see them.
That's what he actually literally said to old dude over there, to old Blackthorn over there. Like he was like, hey, show some guns. And he was like, you mean a Shogun? And he was like, no, we could do like a whole who's on first type of fucking deal with this if we really wanted to, you know. But I doubt that that's gonna happen because this show's a little clashier than whatever this outfit could come out over here, because we're talking about Shogun right now. We're on season 1, episode 4, FX's kind of like breakout prestige hit. Everybody seems to be really digging it, and they kind of they're saying like it kind of like a really good show. It kind of every episode it kind of keeps getting you a little bit more involved, a little bit more bought in. We kind of have basically gotten over the hump in this show, sort of like we have at least a level of trust with one another between Toranaga and Blackthorn and like all the players that are sort of there.
Yeah, you let him see his soggy diaper, so you know that means they're friends.
Listen, that's how you guys saw my soggy like when we knew we were going to be homies. Like even though this is actually very true. Like when the Draces were nice enough to invite me to a lakeside retreat type deal or whatever, and I'm assuming you don't fucking pass that one out for any old Johnny come lately out there. But with this thing, it's like now he literally did. It was like, show me your guns. Yeah. Like he wants it. Like there's a big cachet of weapons, a big cachet of like a lot of firepower that's on the.
Is it a Macau is where they're headed, or?
Yeah, I think so. And like, or I don't like if they're not going there this episode. It seems like they're gonna go there eventually. You know what I mean? Like. Toranaga's he's kind of like uncovering this plot, this like Portuguese like kind of cabal type thing Catholics. That is like and Catholic thing that has already pieced up Japan, and just that notion, that kind of very like nativist pride is something that, you know, has definitely taken it's something that's very, very powerful and palpable. But I think that that's a big angle that they're going to play up a lot. So I'm kind of excited to kind of jump into it and to kind of check it out. You guys just want to get going with it?
Let's do it.
Fuck yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys very much for hanging out with us as we go through Shogun. If you guys want to get early and uncut access to the next episode of Shogun, you guys can actually do that right now by becoming a part of the Patreon. The link is in the top pinned comment of the description below. So if you're watching this right now on YT and you guys want to get our reaction to episode 5, you can do that right now and get it before anybody else does on our Patreon. The link's in the top pinned comment of the description below. You hope you guys click that. Head on over, $8 at the premium streamium tier, and that gets you full and uncut access to all of our Shogun covers. And all
man can't even see straight.
Please. Choose.
Oh, I feel like she's seen something like this before, I feel.
Mariko-sama, you should move.
All right, so we hope you guys consider doing that, but if you can't do that and you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like, a subscribe, ring the bell thingy, because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us.
Is it a store?
Ooh, it's like a
I think it's like
box.
a pack, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a gunny sack. Also, it's a weird thing to say, but like the snow looks very real in this shit. Like,
right?
Yeah, like the way it's melting and stuff.
Yeah,
it really looks good.
Wet.
And we're coming from Chicago, so we know all about the wet snow, like, and how it kind of forms and hangs.
ヤブシゲ様とヤブシゲ様のお客人である関東のご領主吉井虎長様をこの村にお迎えすることに相なった。
Oh yeah, it's this young guy who wants to like prove himself. When you're having company over and your mom's like, we need to make this place look like no one lives here. It's gonna be so spotless.
Like wash the fish guts.
Right.
Where's the soup guy? The boiled soup guy.
Oh yeah.
Where's the? Are we still working on the Fred stew over there? Some of the other magistrates should be like, hey, if your guy shows up, make sure you fucking report him and seize his ass.
I don't think so, because in Japan, like, I know there is this thing protocol. Like, even if he is, he's still technically their guy.
It's like state lines used to be here. Like if you rob a bank in Indiana, you get to Illinois, they can't touch you.
旗本になられたからには、安神様にも奥方がいりまする。
Oh, really? So she's got to hang out with the fucking blue-eyed devil.
お許しをくださりませ。
She's like, I'd rather become a nun than touch that smelly man.
私が何をいたしたと申されますか。
Honestly, he doesn't shower.
マリコ様とて死別されたばかりでござります。
You guys are both in
文太郎様は
grieving. You guys are both fucking fucked up in the game right now.
My husband died with honor. Your husband's a
私
On the other hand,
bitch-ass
yeah,
bitch.
they're gonna do something interesting with this character, though.
大阪を出立次第大老職を辞すると記した書状を届けるようにとな。
Bull.
力はもはや自らを死地に追い込んだようなもの。無料承知申し上げる。
Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud right now. Give me some time to process this.
正式なご沙汰が届くまではわしの首も胴につなげたままにしておこう。
Honestly, yeah, because like he says that like they can't vote for my death.
But it's like one of those things where they're sort of leaving it in limbo. Like, I resigned, but I haven't appointed and will not appoint a successor, so nothing can move forward. I think that's kind of what it is. I think that's sort of what it is. And let us know in the comments for fucking.
I know stuff. I know all the stuff.
安神様、this is Omi様, the lord of this village.
Actually, we've met. And fuck yourself.
Oh.
You sniveling little shitbag.
He pissed on his head, right?
Yep.
But he's saying it in a. He's not screaming and yelling, it, but he's.
He's learned, yeah, how to
He
be,
puts on a fucking nine.
how to be
He's doing-
fucking sneaky.
Pretty cool.
Honestly.
太閤殿下のご意志を汚す者どもに天誅が下されんことを。
This speech is
There are like literally like only a couple of people on the fucking planet that could do this role as Hiroki Sanada.
because he's got to do this, and then he also has to be a silly little guy. It's got to be a scamp. Like he can do this, like fucking dead serious, scary, like
Dead
weird
serious,
guy.
scary stuff, and also incredibly just physically, like just a great physical performer. Like can do like a fight and be convincing.
Uncle, when can I grow back the rest of my hair?
I think that's actually like showing your probably a status symbol.
Just dropping them off and being like, peace.
I'm sure he's thinking that.
Has anybody told him that he's just being given a woman
men.
yet?
From the hoe.
Or is he just
Yeah,
gonna
right,
show
yeah,
up and be like,
right. This man's backed up from balls to brains.
get him the other lady, the red lady.
Yeah.
What now? Let go.
But he's also like been given like this high piece of status, and so
If there is something you need,
Well, there is, yes. Your lord and I had an arrangement.
I like that he
And
pronounces her name right.
you're quite mistaken. Your ship and
I'm
crew
not
are
even
belong to
doing that
Toranaga
well
sama.
with pronouncing names. I'm not.
oh
I
yeah,
know that
definitely.
about myself.
Do not quote us. Yeah.
I'm like Chicago accents just like that. I'm like Toranaga. Like that's definitely not how you say it.
Everything here has been prepared specially by your staff.
He has a
My
staff.
staff.
You
And I
wash
guess
your
you and
moldy
I will be
balls
staying.
here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this is the ass washing room.
Wait a minute. How long am I expected to be here?
Nagakato-sama says training will take at least 6 months.
Dang.
You have been given a home, a generous salary of 240 koku a year.
He's getting
I don't want
paid.
any generous cuckoos. Well, I'm sure she's very nice, but I don't want a woman. I wish to pillow her, pillow on her, or near her, do any damn pillowing at all.
She's like, wow, I didn't want to either, but
Yeah.
this is harsh.
In any
This
case,
smelly man
She will
is
look
turning me
after your
down.
house. To refuse would be a terrible insult to our lord.
You gotta drain that hog, bro.
Wow.
I
you
do
can just-
refuse.
Oh,
And I'm bloody prisoner all over again. Just
Very
better living
nice.
quarters.
I'm saying it's a nice fucking cell. I'll take it.
Yeah,
you
right?
don't. You don't want it.
やつめ
Oh, this
この
lady.
酒を飲まぬとは
Yeah. Oh no, this is the one we gotta talk to here.
南蛮船の件を取らながに密告しよった不届き者は見つかったか
まだ見つかっておりません。
Oh no, it's that guy.
今のところお重へのお手元には鉄砲と大砲がございまする。虎中様が戻るまでは。
This little scheming bastard.
He's smart about it, but I mean,
お
like,
重へに
but I
は
don't
鉄
know.
砲と
But
大砲
yeah.
が残りまする。それを石戸様に献上すれば。
This lady's learning all the tea.
Yeah, yeah.
Really don't have to be here. Go away.
Understand it all or no?
I don't think she speaks Portuguese. 'Cause I don't think she's not like Catholic or anything.
She won't let me alone. If I go, she is.
It's not customary for one's consort to sleep while he's awake.
Well, it's a foolish custom.
I know that would suck.
She's my late husband's niece. Accomplished and highborn.
Well, that's absolutely wonderful for her.
And recently, her husband and infant son were put to death.
So be nice to her. She's going
Her
through a
husband
lot.
has-
Shouldn't she be grieving then?
We grieve those we have lost by continuing their fight.
Rubbish. There's no fight.
It gives her a place.
Well, you'd never know it to look at her. Bereaved mother or widow.
Or you.
You must train yourself to listen without hearing.
Oh, you need disassociation lessons? I got you, kid.
Yeah, right?
I would thrive as a highborn lady in Japan. Are you kidding?
You got it?
Oh, I got
Yeah.
it. I got it down.
Oh, she brought him some pistols.
Not his prisoner anymore. Where I come from, you ask guests to do things.
What did she just say? No need for this.
Give the guns to Fuji-sama.
She's right
She's
there.
your consort. She will give her life to defend them.
Anjin-sama.
Oh!
Yeah. He's gonna fall in love.
Oh, that's so cool.
Give me those gross things.
Tell this milk-dribbling fuck
Milk
smear I'm Eddie's
dribbling
girl.
fuck spear.
this guy's getting into it.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, fun. She's also got a little bit of fuck you guys too
Yeah.
in her at this
Yeah.
point, you know?
She
Oh,
got
that's a great
nothing to
smile.
lose. She's like a freaking.
It's like whatever, I don't care.
Yeah.
She's like, I kind of like telling these people to fuck off and getting away with it. You know what I mean?
Also, if
Very
I
good.
die, I get to go see my baby
Yeah, right. She got nothing.
and that kind of shitty husband, but mostly the baby.
He asks about any tactics our enemies might not yet know.
Tactics.
So you buy a bunch of Twitter bots
Yep.
and organize this hashtag.
Right.
60,000 Islamic Turks, the cream of the Ottoman Empire, had come against 600 Christian knights, supported by a few thousand castle complex and St.
That's a lot.
Elmo.
That's a lot.
Now,
Taught?
yes.
When did this battle occur?
Well,
She's like, what battles have you been in?
35, 40 years ago.
So you yourself did not fight in this battle?
He's like, but he is like, I've been telling you, I'm not like a military guy.
Perhaps you might start again. Except this time, describe a battle you have actually fought in.
Just tell them. They don't know shit.
So there's the Battle of the Bastards. I was totally there.
Oh.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Like,
活動ずつは物が違うのかもしれんな。
His whole thing is like navigation and targeting.
Oh,
and stuff. So,
he
like,
just has better aim. I got it.
and also it's like you got to think about like the guy who's calculating hitting a moving target while they're moving as well.
お聞かせください。
Kikase kudasai.
はい。
Kudasai.
his Japanese Rocky montage where he's like running up the steps.
Like eventually we will be hooking up and maybe our consort can watch if you're into that sort of thing. Oh, she's reading the logs too.
This is beautiful.
She's reading about all of the
Atrocities.
Men are learning a decent amount.
all the
Yes.
Christians he's been killing.
Your crimes against the Portuguese. I've read them in your own words.
We both have our masters to serve, don't we?
The earthquake?
Just obey the earthquake.
They get him in Japan.
A baby what?
He don't know shit about that in fucking England.
There are also tsunami that come from the sea and fires that break out in the villages and cities. That's why our houses are built to go up as quickly as they come down.
I didn't realize it was so volatile.
It's a situation. He's like, I love you, and she's like, cool, thanks.
藪重様がお越しになると村中ピリピリいたしますゆえ。
Kind of
you think
freaky.
you think she's getting a little Lady Macbeth pouring a little poison honey in his ear?
Like, it'd be better if you were in charge. You're
Yeah.
王子様が
see.
Okay. Sounds good. to me.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, you know that post nut clarity, you're susceptible to a lot of suggestive stuff. You know.
I mean, also that guy.
Ossa.
But also, he's not gonna boil a guy and chop his head off like a normal person.
Bring Ossa. That's it.
Oh, catch some looks.
Clear.
西から一同の手勢が参りました。
Uh-oh.
関所を破ったようでございます。
Oh shit.
率いておるのは江原上善でござる。
Are they jumping right into the fucking? Well, hold on.
Well, we don't know what they're gonna
Let's see
demand.
what
if
let's see
they're
what they
like-
want to do. It might be coming to parlay a little bit.
Shuffle.
Be offering this guy a deal, or I think this guy's also kinda he's still on their side.
どうかお分かりいただきたい。あの夜虎中が逃げ出すなどと、それがしはいささかも知らなんだから。
Playing both sides.
大坂に戻り、大老評議に双心なき旨を改めて誓い宣言を受けようとのたしである。
You gotta make a choice.
それがしを殺せば、石堂様は得難い味方を失うことになるぞ。
されば心は決まっておるとな。敵対の意を示したと知らせする。
あの万人の持ってまいった大筒はキリシタンの金玉を縮み上がらせる代物よ。お主とは古くから馴染む。頼む、今宵はここに泊まってくれ。明日大筒の演習だ。それを見て役に立たぬと思ったならこの首慎んで石堂様に差し出そう。
It's like, come to the shooting range. We'll get you. we'll get the hooks in you.
我らの大筒に何ができるかお目にかけるためでござる。
せいぜい恐れ入らせてもらおうか。
大坂に呼ばれた。大領主に双心なき胸を誓えと。
They probably want to reinstate him and make him the top dog.
No, I think they were
お父上を裏切るなどと疑われただけでも不愉快
betrayed
す
us
れば。
by letting Toranaga out, so they were gonna kill him.
Yeah, so he's got no choice. He's got to go back to the side because
Yeah.
he can't
あ
go
の
to
男
that
の
side.
ために死ぬことになろうとは表を見なんだわ。
I think he says all of that, and then he's like, God damn it, I can't believe I gotta fucking do this shit.
理不尽じゃがもはや万事休すじゃ。
手立てがあるやもしれません。
He's like, let's take out these guys. What if they never got here?
Eat, please.
It's so good. Would you please
Jesus,
just,
these guys are
he's gonna
doing
be like,
live action.
"Ugh,
Live,
that's weird."
they're doing fucking live action fucking anime food.
安仁様が納豆を召し上がるそうじゃ。ご決心は固いようでござりまする。
What's magic?
I don't know.
I'd like to thank her for her excellent service to this house. Those are the best guns a sailor can have, and I'll miss that one greatly.
Oh, nice, he's giving her a gun. We literally have a Chekhov's fucking gun that this chick's probably gonna use at some point.
Oh my god, what is he gonna do? A little gun shooting lesson?
これをどう扱えばいいのやら。
He's gonna shoot
I'll teach her how
motherfuckers.
to use. She'll be the most fearsome lady in the Japans.
ひょうたんから駒が出る。今日はこの人でございましょうか。
Oh
安仁
man,
様なりの優しさでござりましょう。
your instincts are right on, sweetie. Oh whoa, she's
No.
giving her fucking husband's sword to him.
亡き父の形見にござりまする。
No, that was her father had the
Oh,
right,
samurai,
right,
like was a
okay.
samurai, wasn't he?
私は
富士様 as your consort. I'd like you to carry her family swords.
She's got to be kind of pissed.
A little bit, because you have to. If you're
I
his
can't
consort,
accept
you're just like, it's kind of just how it's done. But it's like, yeah, be a
お
little.
納めくださりませ。
He's gonna be cutting
富士
sausages
様
with
は
him.
It is not proper for you to have no swords to carry. So you
Yeah,
must
it's
accept-
embarrassing if you're
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You're
guy
walking
has
around.
no swords.
I remind you that you are under no obligation to try this dish.
What if it's spicy?
Oh yeah, his fucking English palate hasn't fucking fucked with anything like this. What do we got here?
Very stinky. Possibly spoiled cheese.
So blue cheese. You never really know.
上手に大砲を見ら
Is
れ
it
たのは
gonna
手
be
落ちで
like
ござ
that
い
thing
まし
in
た。
Blue Eyed Samurai where it's horse semen?
Yeah, right. Yeah, like sorry, dude.
誰も彼もわしを見くびっておる。
お父上のお許しがないまま戦を始めるのはいかがかと。
敵がしくじるまで待てとな。
Good advice.
我
Round
らの
him
体
up on
この
purpose.
信仰
At least he's getting some sort of form of water on his body.
Oh Jesus. Oh.
Fuji sama said you were off on a
Oh, it is a hot springs.
Yeah, man. We're getting,
Finally.
some Iroh action
I'm
here.
happy to see you have changed your mind about bathing.
Honestly.
These two fucking horn dogs.
I came here to thank you for your
Right.
gift to Fuji-sama. You're wrong about my service in Ajiro. It has nothing to do with the church.
We get to see some more flashback stuff with the dad. They keep sort of teasing it.
Many years ago, a great injustice stole everything from me. I have been unable to seek resolution for what happened.
So maybe she's got a fucking vendetta. Maybe this whole fucking Christian shit is like a cover.
Has she been trained to do the one kill? Like remember they said they trained their whole lives to get the one kill?
Like old girl, that one.
Uh-huh.
That's the only house. And here I see a match woman, and one who owes me no explanations.
I would like an explanation.
Yeah, we want some. I think she'll still probably give it
What
to
is
it.
the name of it again? The city of your birth?
London. It's crowded. Filthy.
Everyone has boils for some reason.
What would you do there? On a night like this?
Pop a boil, you know.
Well, if you would be.
Drain a boil, drain a gourd.
You have plays here.
Yes. They're quite sad and Tragic, mostly.
If there's a mother character, she doesn't get a name.
We'd Sampo Suru along the Thames. It's a big river.
People shit in it, and then they bathe in it, and it's
They
real
shit in
weird.
it and bathe in it and cook,
Cook
use
with
cooking water from it.
It'll just disappear.
And then you are free.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, it's very interesting. What's the
What her
big
angle
secret
is
with
now?
her?
Now you really want to fucking.
We
see what
saw
the
her;
hell's
she
going
can
on.
fight. So yeah,
Yeah.
you wonder. You think that she's
Oh,
one
yeah.
of those
Very,
the
very
lady-
capable.
the lady assassins.
Mm-hmm.
He at least washed off the lower part of his body. I don't think he got a full plunge, but
Right.
small miracle.
Just a decent dip. You know, it's a dip. We'll take it. You know.
Oh no, what's going on? Uh-oh. Where's Toranaga asked her to murder him? I'm like having all types of conspiracies in my head. What's she doing? Who is it? It's her. Is it her? I wonder if Toranaga knew that he was like, you seduced him, but if I had put you as his consort, he wouldn't want to do it.
I think there's just like a little more straightforward.
This is a pretty like setup. Like this seems really nice, but I kind of wish we would have just done it in the hot springs.
The courtesan was acceptable then. I'm glad to hear it. Fujisama and I thought she would make a pleasing gift.
That was a very thoughtful gift.
Look at this.
It's a courtesan, sure. Found a lady that looked like me. It's fine.
Well, it's doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders.
爪に対等させておる。不吉な伝承に違い
This
ない。
fucking, this fucking appropriating motherfucker.
今日の
Like
演習のマットは
Got an Indian
長門
headdress
殿が
on.
自ら
seriously, it's like fucking Gwen Stefani in the early 2000s.
Oh my god.
こたびの演習では大筒が野原を飛び越え長門殿そろそろ始められてはいかがかな
Did he sabotage them?
I was thinking
or
sabotage. I was thinking a
something?
little saboteur over here.
己にはもはや我慢がならぬ父上の名を侮辱した報いじゃ
Oh my god.
Challenge him to a duel.
刀を収めなされ
No.
上善殿は5体の残したにござるぞ
That way he's got no air. Oh! Reaper! Oh!
Okay.
Holy
命
shit!
じたことじゃそれがしじゃ
Holy fucking shit!
How? Wow.
Yeah, that.
この件はお父上にご中心いたしますぞ
He's like,
Come on.
I don't. Yeah,
むしろ
good.
父上に知っていただきたい
He's like, let's fucking go. Oh my god, there's just chunks
Ah,
of dudes.
they're
and
just
you're
in
like-
pieces over there. Oh my god.
これは侍の戦い方ではない恥を知れ
Ugh. You hung out with the one Englishman. and you-
We have just
Yeah.
did it. We have did it. Woo!
He's like, okay, I'm making us go to war now. Wow. I mean, I could see where you're just like, let's just shit or get off the pot, but
Yeah.
wow.
Crazy.
Should have done like, if it was like a Marvel movie when he's like, this isn't how samurai fight. I'm gonna go, yeah, this is how samurai win. That's my Marvel movie, Punch
yeah,
Up.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I'm really good at writing Marvel movies mostly.
Yeah, unfortunately. Like we're like
Somebody's got to be.
Someone hire me.
uh-huh. All
It's how
right.
samurai get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't how we fight. This is just how we are.
This is a good. It is how we have a good time
War.
killing with you,
Sweet. Kill the war.
big dumb
Kill-
dick face
Man,
butthole
that
guy.
was- The special
That
effects
was
on that were pretty. Like,
That was fucking crazy. That was fucking nuts, man. Yeah, the
Like, yeah. Oh.
yeah, that was great.
Chunks of dudes.
It was dude chunks. We had guy
Dude
soup. Now we got guy.
chunks.
We got beef chunks for your stew. We got guy chunks for the guy stew now. You know,
better scoop that up and.
we
try
made some bone broth with the other boily boy, and now we got
These
a
guys
fucking
taste like stinky cheese.
yeah or whatever. I wonder what that shit is. I do want to look up what the fuck that shit is. The
I'm going to assume it's probably some sort of semen that's probably like for like fertility or good health for women.
or something kind of disgusting.
Because you know,
what I
in
mean? Like,
patriarchy, they're always like, drink semen. It's good for your skin, I guess.
is that a thing? Is that a thing?
It's whole soybeans fermented with Bacillus subtilis varnato. Oh,
I don't know what that is.
it's often served as breakfast food with rice.
Oh.
karashi mustard, soy, or tare sauce. Sometimes
Why
Yeah.
were they
Japanese
laughing?
munching like
It's probably he asked for a Luna bar.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's kind of a funny. It's the same reason that like you know what you know the was
See,
it
I'm like Blue Eyed
that was like a
Samurai,
whole
where they're
bit on like what was it was it the Workaholics or something like that?
Yeah.
Like you know this one guy had a bunch of Luna bars on him.
Yeah.
Even though the lemon
Okay, I was
lemon
just- I
flavored
was
Luna
only-
bar is pretty good. Yeah.
I was only thinking semen because of Blue Eyed Samurai, where they were like, that's like actually like a thing.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Well, I think the semen thing was just like it's something to
She was just fear factoring
to
her
fuck with her. Like
Yeah.
you can't do it. I don't know if it's like a delicacy or like a thing. Like I'm
Oh,
not
no.
entirely sure.
You know, we eat crazy shit over here. So,
Yeah, you eat Funyuns, so you know,
yeah, and that's
you
should
can't
not-
say shit.
that
No,
should
the whole world. They're just like it's like wait, you guys let like hyper processed cancer causing agents in
red dye, whatever.
literally
number
every
32.
fucking thing. Everything that we have outlawed, everything that Vladimir Putin, one of the most biggest like fucking pieces of shit like on earth, goes like, I would never let a common like the common folk eat shit like that.
But unpasteurized cheese, no.
Yeah, no, never.
Can't do it. I wonder. I think it is kind of like when you have this like weird meal, and you're like, I wouldn't give this to someone else because you're like, this is my like I love this shit, but like
Right.
you recognize that
You understand that this is a very niche thing that is very just specific towards you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
and you're like, okay.
Or you'd occasionally hear about people like, hey, man, I just like a fucking peanut butter and onion sandwich. And you're like, huh?
Some people like that.
Some people are down with it. I've met a couple of people like that. But I mean, you know.
Trying to think what the weirdest thing I would like my comfort. Like, I mean, I do love a
You
good hamburger
eat
helper.
an uncooked, an untoasted Pop-Tart, which is the weirdest shit.
Oh yeah. I don't like toasting my.
That's
Pop-Tarts.
so bizarre.
I definitely have
But
done
frosted at least. It's not like a plain. Whoever eats plain Pop-Tarts.
You're not
is,
one of
like,
those
crazy
fucking animals. No. One of those. Yeah, that's the stuff where we'd be given the looks like these gals in this.
I
we're just
crush
like,
up ramen and then just put the powder and just eat it like chips.
That's weird.
I've never heard of that. I mean, like you crush them up and put them in like a salad type thing, like a cashew salad
No,
or
just
something.
in
like,
its own bag.
Right. Yeah, that's
Shake it.
You literally
like a Frito pie.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, you're doing a ramen.
But if somebody's
Frito
like,
pie.
"Oh, can I try that?" You'd be like, "You don't want to try that.
Don't
This
do
is
that.
not.
Try it.
Like, that's not for you.
This isn't
Yeah,
good
yeah.
behavior."
No, yeah,
For
this is
you.
this is just no the
Hot Morgan over here wants to try your meal.
right I'm trying to think if I got one.
You're probably drinking it right now. Whatever
Your
weird
powders.
your weird powders and
Oh
tinctures.
yeah,
and
think I think they taste pretty good. I
your,
mean, I think
your mud
it's like
waters and whatever. Yeah.
mud water. No, that's not. That's Millie. That's like.
Oh
like-
yeah. You ever do Soylent? Yeah.
I would have to say, like, if somebody came from somewhere like where they just do not drink coffee,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't think you're gonna like it because the coffee
Well,
is.
no, if they've never really drank it before and they don't really do anything with like
And it
caffeine in it,
smells
they're gonna go
great.
insane. Like they go fucking crazy. Like
Well, not just that, it smells so good in contrast to what it tastes like.
some of the bitterness and everything. Yeah, for sure.
Like
yeah.
you smell brewing coffee, and you're like, that smells like. You think it's going to taste totally different, and then black coffee. Come on.
Well, I think it's I mean, tying it back into the episode of like where they're talking about how they're putting on the show of like, oh no, the Lord is here. They literally like washed their pier from all the fish guts, and they got the army out and they're all doing their little chants, and then he's like, oh, I wish I would have got the good sake, and then she realized he's like, all right, I'm gonna drop these guys off. See you later. She's like, ah, shit.
We should have brought out the cheap stuff. Yeah.
I brought out the too good of sake. I brought it's like, you have like your well call and your super premium for when the Lord comes. And she's like,
right, exactly.
She's like, oh no,
She brought out the call.
yeah, she brought out the call on. She's like, shit.
I could have got the well.
Yeah, I could. I don't need to bring out Jack Daniels. I could have gotten away with
right.
the 10 high.
Performatively, you'll be like, I can't take this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do this or whatever it is. But then, like inside, but you're actually into it. You're touched by it or whatever it is, and vice versa and stuff like that. There's like that's kind of what that's what they called the episode. It's kind of what things are going. But now it like kind of we were all doing that, and everything was kind of. Everybody's like, well, maybe this is happening, maybe this is happening, and this fucking kid just comes in and literally blows it up. Literally kind of.
But his dad had to know what he was doing. I mean, he had to know.
Without him saying it, without him, I mean, there's that. I don't think so. I mean, like, I think maybe he goes like, you'll have some thoughts, but it was clearly posited by that other guy who was was also posited by red cuck lady. You know what I mean?
Worm.
The red worm, right? And
so they're kind of in a position where like they really didn't have much of a choice here.
Sure.
Because okay, if Toranaga doesn't win, they're fucked.
Sure.
And they can't go to the other side because they've already aligned themselves with Toranaga.
Right.
So like they don't really have.
Let's go to war.
Well, maybe in a certain sense, as far as
some honor.
Right. Well, I think in a certain sense, I think maybe there might be an element of where they're like, listen, like I'm going outside the reins of normal shit, but I'm still a gentleman. I'm still going to, like, you know, we have a century of an opposing clan and the council that comes over to like just state your fucking business, state your intentions, right? And then I fucking kill that century. Like that would never fucking Toranaga would never fucking do some shit like that. In the way that if he is able to win, he still will have to be like, yeah, I did the whole thing because of this entire plot that is upon us, but I did it in the right way. I never fucking disrespected. I still
don't violate guest rights, I guess.
There's a little bit. I think there's a
it's
little bit of that. You know what I mean?
Where like this changes like the rules of war almost, kind of. But I think like in the kid's head, he's like, well, I challenged him to the thing. And then I ended the thing, like, cause didn't he challenge him?
You want to guarantee, right? It's like, it's like where it's like, but you know, we never said like nobody ever fucking said that I couldn't fight.
Couldn't
with
use a cannon.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it is like there is also an element of like, you know, there's a little bit
of a loophole. He's like, I'm going to challenge him.
Cheating on your taxes a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like I
didn't completely go out of order. It was
a write-off. I brought my camera with me. You know what I mean? I took a couple of photos. I tested out that lens. You know what I mean? Like it's not, you know, Eugene Levy, but who pays for it? Look at all these dead guys. Who pays for it? Like, you know what I mean? He goes like, you just write it off. It's fine. He goes like, no. People are fucking annihilated. Like, who's paying for it? You know, like potentially us. Yeah, I mean, like, and I liked it. That they elicited a deeper backstory with old girl, but didn't give it up all the way. But
she gave it up all the way.
Well,
I wonder what if her family was murdered by
the Shogun?
No, like, what if there's like Protestant versus Catholic? Because for years she was with the Catholics, right?
14 years ever since her dad died.
I'm like, were there other like campaigns that like maybe her family somehow got killed in one of these raids by the not his specific men, but it could be like something the English versus the Portugal.
Yeah.
Like, what if their conflict somehow got her family killed or something?
Or maybe that's why she became a Christian, and
is because she's like, fuck the Protestants or something. So she's like, and Toranaga, I wonder if Toranaga's like, this is how you're gonna avenge your family, is like get close to this dude. Because she's reading those books and like has this very dark look on her face.
Or she's into it. Maybe she's like, maybe she's like been infiltrating him.
I think it's a potential, you know, because we got to think about the fact that, like, you know, the Catholics have been gaining favor in Japan. They have almost essentially like locked up like 4 out of the 5 fucking like major magistrates and shit.
Yeah.
And at some point, one of those, whether violently or not, that seat a couple of those seats had to have gotten flipped. Her dad being one of them. She's like, oh sure, I'll be a Christian. Like I'll be a
kind of like Theon.
I'll be a Catholic, right? I'll be a Catholic.
I think it's like that. Like Theon.
So
gets
maybe
captured.
she's like anti. So she's actually secretly the most anti-Catholic.
Absolutely.
And that's why she was like reading that like book, being like, yeah, this guy. That's why she got all hot, because the guy was
Yeah.
killing a bunch of
fuck.
Catholics and
Yeah.
burning churches.
I
and shit.
had the complete opposite thing. I was
I
like,
thought she was like infiltrating because like
so
she
it's like
tried to wait for
me
her moment.
reading, like, yeah, I'm like, ooh, you hate Catholics, huh?
Hmm.
I come from an ex-Catholic family who also hate Catholics.
Yeah, right.
You've been training as an assassin this whole time
I
too.
have.
I know.
That's
No, but I
crazy.
yeah, that was kind of more my thing on it, and it's like a little more straightforward, you know, and that gets us to bumping uglies pretty quick. That gets us
'cause
to
you
hanging
wouldn't-
out.
You wouldn't like go seduce a person who had like completely like, you know, barbaric ideals to yours,
Right.
you know, as they
Yeah,
would call
and
it.
also he's like the fucking main. He's like one of the main characters of this fucking.
Well,
show.
no,
And,
I'm like, if she was like trying to like get close to like eventually take him out or something,
Just do it.
she could just do it.
yeah, she would have. She
Nobody
could
would have
have.
stopped.
She
you.
could have
But
been.
you
Able,
need
she
him
she
for
could have
a
done it a
minute.
million and one times. You
Yeah,
know, like,
Yeah.
push him off a ledge.
By
There's
this
so many
time.
times. Yeah.
there is just an element of a Dances with Wolves, like, you know, guy coming in, and it's just a part of this story. It's a part of this. It's part of this book. It's a part of this fucking. It was a part of the original miniseries. It's a part of this narrative, and it's just kind of one of those things where they're gonna do it. I feel like they're gonna like, and we've talked about that before. It's like sort of over it, and it's kind of nice to see some elements of, you know, like the Dune 2 of it all, where it's just like, hey, like this is not like chill. This is happening, but it's like not a good thing, and you know, and bad, and you know, all of the, you know, like even though the colonizer may come as like a, you know, as trying to you know, kind of acclimate themselves to like your culture and your whole thing, like that is still like that is some shit that you never really give up, you know.
Chimpanzees. If you see a baby chimpanzee, you're like, I raised them from a baby. And they look cute at first. And they seem to like, they wear little shorts and they run around your house. And then they grow up and they rip
And then
your
they,
fucking
yeah,
face
and then
off.
they fucking rip your dick and balls off and fucking, you know,
Yeah.
and your jaw and everything. Yeah, yeah. So I think,
Colonizers are just like chimpanzees.
yeah, it's possible, you know, like, yeah. And so I think that that's kind of, and again, I do think that they are muting as much of that as they can while still telling this story, or at least kind of, it's coming on some well-worn material, but at least it feels like organic and that it works for the most part within the story. But yeah, I think I'm getting a reading like the ultimate fucking cover story, like the ultimate mark. Of course, like I've just been laying in the pocket for 14 years to possibly get after these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like an orphan
The
found in the
Osaka soldier. you
an
know?
orphan found in the snow, you know, like all that type of shit. I mean, like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, I guess, like, at this point, what I kind of want to know is if she is divulging, she's like, yeah, I haven't really fucking told you, like, my actual full fucking name and stuff like that, or whatever it is. And is that something that even, like, Toranaga and those motherfuckers don't know? You
Or
feel me?
maybe like Toranaga like kind of found her after her father died.
Yeah.
And, like that. She's the one that said he gave me purpose or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I got a plan for you.
You want to fuck up some Catholics?
She's like,
You're
yeah.
gonna
It
let
could be
them
that.
raise
It
you.
could totally be that. So you might even also be in there in a certain sense where it's like there's some cahoots there, but maybe not in the same way that you were thinking.
Yeah,
you
because
know?
like, why would he trust her? You know, because like he probably saw in this Englishman, oh, your goal is kind of aligned with her goal, so
And
you
that's
guys-
aligned with that's kind of aligned with my goal against these other guys. You know, and so yeah, that
The
kind of
enemy
that
my
seems,
enemy is my friend.
yeah, that whole thing, you know, like yeah, a little bit. And so that's where I kind of think it's going, you know. And like, but yeah, no, I mean, solid episode. Very goddamn, that shit was surprising towards the back end and everything. And
But
it
I
was really,
also do love when he's not even in the episode barely, but it's like,
oh yeah,
constantly every scene I'm like, but what's Toranaga's like plan? Like, is he involved in this? Every time anybody does anything, I'm still thinking that somehow he's doing a trick, because that character is so strong where you're like, he's like the 4D chess lord, where you're like, oh wait, but that guy is his guy, so maybe this and that. And I think I get a little carried away.
Well, he had to go
but
off
he
because
did it.
because he had to go do some drag brunches with his newfound love for drag.
with the yeah,
Honestly,
right.
He's
I loved it though. I thought it was so cool.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the gravitas of the soldier, like the general with the fan, I'm like,
Yeah.
couldn't we have like, couldn't the West have like taken, like, because that looked cool as hell. Like,
Yeah.
so much more than like, I don't know, what did they wave around like white flags and shit? Or not white flag, or like, I don't know, what did they wave?
handkerchiefs.
Handkerchiefs and
Yeah.
shit. And they're like
Yeah.
being like lords and like,
It's all about the hat that we did a what was it? A manly movie money with Last of the Mohicans, and there's a lot the pageantry of like of parlay and stuff, and there's like like there's the whole thing. It's like how you bow and how extravagant your bow is and everything is kind of like a little, and it comes off as very poncy and stuff like that, but it is that's kind of the equivalent of it. Like they do this whole thing like where the British general and the French general meet one another, and the he does like a very good, and it's down and he hits it right and it looks great, and then the fucking French guy is like like what I mean, it's like really intricate, you know what I mean, like, and that's kind of in the same. It's sort of it reminded me of that. It elicited a little bit of something like that.
So they had a breakdance battle, basically.
Essentially, yes, absolutely, totally. But maybe that's kind of like there's some and again the pageantry of it, and like all those guys, like just like all the a big army of dudes like this is like everybody's doing that one shit or whatever. It gets you fired up. You know what I mean?
It's that one like that basketball meme where everybody puts Obama's head on it. Well, I was like, wow, the guy gets like a slam dunk. So it's like
totally.
you see like Ponzi lad do his little flourish, and it's like. Whoa,
yeah, totally.
Like, I mean, like, and that's kind of like what like Toranaga's sons, his guys were just like all of a sudden they were just like.
I think
they were all like,
his guys are gonna be like, that's our fucking general. Like, like
there could be.
The old guy did it the old way, but this kid, he's fucking crazy.
I mean, the other guy's got no elite. He's just like shady as hell.
Well, he's crazy, but also I think the reason that he's spurred him to do that, and so I think that Toranaga is literally going to fucking probably be in a position where in order to keep his in order to like basically to be like some kind of like atonement or whatever it is, like for like this incredible breach of decorum, he's probably going to have to fucking cut his kid's head off.
Oh my god.
Probably. Or something. You know what I mean? Something horrible, like a guy spoke out of turn at a meeting.
I know, and
has to fucking kill, and has to, you know what I mean? Like this guy, like
just killed like an entire envoy.
And again, it depends on like how. Who knows? Maybe they'll characterize it in a different way. Like, they, like we'll have to see what the fallout is. We'll have to see like what the whole sort of like where they take it, but
because he's like, I challenged him to the whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So it's within the bounds, and so then we did the thing, and I won.
Right. And
no one said no cannons. No one ever told me no cannons.
Yeah, and it seems like they fucking decimated everybody. But I don't know. I mean, this is because it was kind of spurred on by the other power hungry little guy with the stuff or whatever it is. It's like, ooh, it'd be so, like it's bad for him in some way. And so I don't.
No, it's not a good thing, but it looked cool.
Oh, sure. I mean, like, well, no. And again, we could have a whole episode like where, I mean, shit, we could have a whole episode where the kid's fucking on trial or something like that, or something like, or something, you know what I mean? Like there's a whole thing like, and we can really parse it out. Like, is he doing what we're saying? Where he goes like, technically I asked him if he wanted a duel. He's, I think he said it was cool. He took out his sword, and then,
I blew him up.
There ain't.
I challenged him.
Ain't no law against it. You show me.
Ain't no law against it.
Ain't no law. You show me where it's written that I can't bring a cannon to a sword fight. Show me.
There wasn't really cannons available before, so this is there isn't a rule.
Yeah, exactly. So now maybe he might do
There's
that.
No gun laws when they invented the gun.
I could also, but also Toranaga is sneaky. Maybe he could be like, "Yep, I'll kill my son," and he doesn't do it, and he smuggles him away or does something like that. I don't know. I mean, like, so I don't know. I mean, like, there's a couple different ways that we could do it. I know that it is going to
Doubtfires her into a thing and sends her somewhere.
Everything. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a couple different ways. I do think it is ultimately bad for him, and kind of it puts them. He's trying to consolidate power. He's trying to like consolidate weaponry, tactics. He's trying to do all these things, and I feel like this is going to. His kid just fucking Leroy Jenkins. Like this whole thing where he's like, all right, let's do the Leroy Jagger, like, and just fucking charged in, and like now we're like, oh fuck, I guess we're doing it. And so I think that there's a little element of that's kind of going on here. So, Before we like, you know, like I think that's a lot of it. But before, I really liked the scenes and the more development with, and you called it like the mom of the kid and is she a court? No, she's not a courtesan. Is she? Like what is she? What consort?
No, she's
the consort. The consort lady. I really liked all the material with
She's
her.
Gonna
and
be a gun lady for sure.
And that they're given a nice.
She wants a purpose.
Yeah.
And she can't get that purpose by serving a guy who she doesn't respect.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she would just fucking kill me or let me go. Like, just let me lose. Let me go become a nun. Like, what?
Yeah.
And like, so now she's like, okay, if I'm gonna do this,
you need to stop walking around with no sword.
You need to stop embarrassing me.
Embarrassing.
Yeah. We'll make a man out of you. We'll fucking get you. We'll get you set up.
That was a huge thing for her because that's one of the few things she has of like her still like her semblance of respect. I guess is like that clinging to like the nobility of her father, and like these swords represent like the last vestige of like her like. What's the word I'm looking for?
Purpose. I mean, like, you know, like
I guess, or like her lineage, you know, or like
a semblance of autonomy that she has within her own, within the constructs that she's working within. I mean, like that's the other thing is
her nobility. I guess is the maybe there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like, I think that I just think that I really like that actress, like both of them, like but she's especially good, like doing a lot with a little. You know what I mean? Like really, really fine etching of and very, very steady, like kind of just light, delicate touches that she's putting on all this. I mean, I think that they all kind of do that pretty, like her and the Mariko are just good at just giving a lot with very little. You know what I mean? Like, and you know, I mean, like to his credit, I mean, like, you know, like everything, like the what's it? He's got a funny name, Cosmo Jarvis is his name. Which I'm like,
this is probably the best episode for him. I think.
Yeah, 100%.
In terms of his acting or his like kind of like his like buffoonery, where he's like a little bit more humble.
Yes, 100%. Yeah,
and I think it fits him a little better, where he's just trying to fit in a little bit.
Well, he's not acting like a big fucking like swinging dick of like, yeah, fuck all these savages, blah blah blah, or whatever. Like he's not.
He's acting like an American on vacation.
Yeah, you're right. And like,
this place is stupid. Why you do it like that? Why
or even worse, an Australian. Oh man, like I mean like but yeah, I think that, like, yeah, as far as him and just that kind of, I realize he's sort of like, he's like, if you took, we've called the Tom Hardy before.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy and Aaron Taylor Johnson, and you smash those two together, you kind of get this guy. You know what I mean? Like, as far as just like, you know, as far as just like being like a little bit kind of, like, you know, obviously Tom Hardy's very pretty, but he's like a little more angular and not as kind of like, no, it's delicate and whatever. And like, and then the Aaron Taylor, where he's just like, you know, really buff and walks around like a fucking weirdo and shit like that. And so like but yeah, as far as like his whole like that weird English, like I'm very humbled by this whole thing. I'm doing whatever. It's that kind of that sputtering kind of Hugh Grant like charm that, you know, he's kind of turning on a little bit. He's kind of getting there. So yeah, and this one was pretty good. Was pretty good in that regard and stuff. And yeah, I mean, like, we just got some fucking a couple hot people fucking just shacking up, you know, like, and they got a good cover story for it and everything. And they're but they had to they also had to get old girl. They had to get old girl like on brand. Like, yes, we sent him a consort, and that was very good of him. That's why he's in such a great mood. You know, it's just like right, absolutely. That's exactly, yes, I remember that. Yep, 100%.
And he was like, "What?"
She knows. She's like, "Oh God, thank God."
And she's like, "Yeah, it's like
I didn't have to do it. Thanks for falling on that sword."
Exactly, right, exactly. It's like, I'm taking care of it. Don't worry. Somebody's fucking him.
Well, I mean, he did.
Doctor's orders.
He boiled his butt in the hot springs, so maybe it's a little. She's like, if I'm gonna do it, it's now. Now's tonight's the night.
We need to flash. Yes, we need to flash disinfect this shit before anything is going on over there. So anyway, a great episode, like another good episode. They furthered on some really fun stuff and everything like that. Very surprising. That's the moment where we're getting the thumbnail of those guys fucking getting exploded and shit. So I don't know, having a great time with this one. We hope that you guys are having a great time with this. If you guys are having a good enough time and you guys want to support the channel and you guys also want to get a bunch of uncut and early access to the next episode of Shogun, you guys can actually do that. If you're watching this on YT, you can get episode 5 right now, completely full and uncut for your viewing pleasure. But if you can't do that and you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like and subscribe. Ring the bell thingy because that shit always helps and never fucking hurts. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. We'll check y'all later.